Hello, welcome to Dundrow's podcast. I'm your host Justin. Today we're going to be reviewing Resident Evil Apocalypse, the 2004 film, which is the sequel to the first Resident Evil film. We're going to be playing Outbreak while we're reviewing the movie, right? The movie, I thought Paul W.S. Anderson directed this movie. Apparently he didn't. He just wrote the script for this piece of shit. It's actually directed by Alexander Witt, which I don't think I've ever seen any movies this guy's directed. Apparently he worked on Body of Lies and Inspector Gadget. Did he direct that? He didn't even direct it. Yeah. So I've never heard of this guy, but apparently he's the director. According to Bing, he's the director of this film, which the movie stars Milla Jovovich as Alice, Sienna Guillory as Jill Valentine. Yes, Jill, who was one of the main characters from the first game, who wasn't even in the second game, as far as I know, is one of the main characters of this film. What a joke. You got Oded Fehr as Carlos Oliveira, who Oded Fehr was, I forget the character's name, but he was in the Mummy movies, right? As a Magi, which were obviously rip-offs of Jedi, right? Oh man, you gotta love the Mummy movies, especially in the TV, the cartoon, where the one kid goes to join the Magi. Thomas Kretschmann as Major Kane, Jared Harris as Dr. Ashford, Mike Epps as LJ, and Sophie Fazier as Angie Ashford. You also have Razik Odoti as Sergeant Peyton Wells, Sandrine Holt as Terry Morales, Matthew J. Taylor as Nemesis, Zack Ward as Nikolai Genofe, I can't even pronounce that. And Iain Glen plays Dr. Isaacs in the movie, which is so funny because I thought Jason Isaacs was the voice of one of the scientists from the first movie. At the end of the first movie, man, who should we pick? There's Kevin, there's Mark, there's Jim, there's George, who looks like a Silent Hill character. David, Alyssa, Yoko, Cindy. Since we're reviewing Resident Evil 2, we're gonna pick a cop. Let's go easy because I'm doing a review while playing this game. Yeah, so the story for this one is the retarded Umbrella sent a team of scientists to the Hive. Wow, you can't even see what the fuck is going on. Is that supposed to be like that? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, so retarded scientists from Umbrella opened the door to the Hive and immediately get attacked by a horde of zombies. And the zombies go out and go and attack the residents of Raccoon City, which to me does it not look like New York? Because they have this huge bridge that's called the Ravens Gate Bridge, and it reminded me of the Golden Gate Bridge, kind of. So I don't know if Raccoon City was based off New York, but it had this New York feel to it. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I could be wrong though. Yeah. So what happens? You get to get introduced to a couple characters like Jill Valentine, who's a member of STARS, who doesn't trust Umbrella. She goes into a police station where you see LJ, played by Mike Epps, who's like this wannabe Martin Lawrence actor. who's dressed like a 70s pimp or something, just not as flashy, gets arrested, and you see them like handling like zombies and shit. Like they have zombies in cuffs and shit, and like the Jill just shows up and blows their heads off. He's like, they're infected. You have to destroy the brains. Like, how does she know this? We have no idea, right? We also get introduced to Jared Harris' character, Dr. Ashford, who created the T-virus, who's in a wheelchair, right? Who his daughter, Angie, goes to school in Raccoon City. They get separated, right? You see, like, this fleet of fucking black SUVs go to retrieve like all the scientists and shit, right? And though, like, you would think they're driving black SUVs, they're trying to be incognito, right, or whatever, right? They have fucking Umbrella Corporation symbols on their fucking driver plates. So it's like, wow, dude, not exactly being like subtle with Umbrella being this evil fucking entity, right? Yeah, so what happens is there's this huge outbreak in the city, right? Umbrella's trying to contain this thing, right? You have these group of survivors trying to survive, which is Jill, Satan Payne Walls, Terry Morales, who gets saved by Alice, who was in some kind of facility, buck naked, wakes up and finds Raccoon City deserted, right? There's this retarded scene where our group of survivors are getting attacked by hunters, or lickers as they're also called, in a fucking church, and Alice for some reason knew these people were getting attacked, and fucking does a fucking Evel Knievel motorcycle stunt jump through like the glass windows of this church, lands inside and starts killing the lickers one by one, right? And you also have this other Umbrella corporation soldiers like Carlos Oliveira and Nikolai, played by Zack Ward. Who Zack Ward's character Nikolai was in Resident Evil 2, right? That's like the only character from Resident Evil 2 in this movie, as far as I could tell. And like they get contacted by Dr. Ashford to find his daughter. So does Alice's group, and they meet up, right? While this is going on, Thomas Kretschmann's character Major Kane decides to earlier in the movie there's this scene where they have like a gate, right? Sorry, a wall, like a checkpoint where like people are trying to get out of Raccoon City, and because of one zombie, they shut down the gate and leave. Oh, okay. How do you fucking attack in this game? Uh-oh. I do not remember. And my character's super slow. Uh-oh. Okay. I forgot how to fucking play this game. This is why you shouldn't do it. This is why I play for people. This is why I play JRPGs, because I don't fucking remember how to play this fucking game. Oh my god. I'm a cop, not a superhero? What the fuck? You don't have a gun, asshole? Alright. How do I pick up... There's like a crowbar, right? Oh my god. Okay, I got a gun now. Okay. Uh-oh. Am I dead? Oh, fuck. Yeah, there's like a scene where, like, you know, there's like one zombie shows up at the gate, and like Major Kane decides to shut down the checkpoint and start shooting at the people there. Alright? Oh my god. Is that a Zombino? Uh-oh. I'm probably out of ammo. Man, I hate this game. Uh-oh. My god. And it's like... It's like too dark. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get infected by the virus. Like, oh, I can kick. Oh my god, there's a gun on the table. Yeah, I'm gonna take it. Fucking hell. Oh my god. Whatever. You can't even pause in this game. Whatever. Yeah, so like, yeah, you have a scene where they kill they kill like people in the movie right at the gate, right? At the gate, right? And they introduce. I don't give a shit. Fuck this game. They introduce Nemesis in the movie, right? Which how they introduce Nemesis is pretty badass. They airdrop. Well, first off, like Carlos and Nikolai see a helicopter drop off like a care package, right? Weapon containers, and there's a stupid line where Nikolai's like, "We don't need weapons, we need evacuation," and he kicks the fucking empty containers, right? Where he kicks like the empty containers, right? Which is, oh my god, there's some cringe-worthy lines in the movie, but there's this funny scene um, where all the stars members are hold up in oh my god, the chick is trying to save me. It's like, bitch, I don't give a shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's fucking funny. Yeah, like, so, like, the stars are holed up in this, like, I think it's like a police station. You see this, cowboy wearing stars member, which I will admit that, like, some of the shit that they do, include from the games look great. Like, the stars uniforms look like, just like they did in the first game, right? Nemesis looks great, which you have like Mike Epps' character LJ shows up to the police station, gets saved by the cowboy sniper who's just listening to music while drinking beer, sniping zombies, right? Which is, man, that character. There was a character just like that in the third fucking Resident Evil movie, which made me think that guy survived. But like, He probably didn't, right? So, like, Mike Epps shows up, all this, he goes in the police station, all the STARS members point their guns at him. Right? And he's like, man, maybe I was safer outside. Right? Once they know he's not infected, they hand him a shotgun. He's like, dude, man, my shit's custom, and he shows his guns, which are gold. I wonder if you can kill, like, you can't kill. You can't kill other survivors. Right. So, like, yeah. After that, Nemesis shows up, and he's ordered by Major Kane to kill all the STARS members. So you have the iconic scene where, like, Nemesis just says, "Stars, stars." I can't fucking do the Nemesis voice, but he says "stars," and he starts killing all the STARS members except for Mike Epps' character, because he wasn't ordered to kill civilians, right? And he's, like, equipped with, like, a Gatling gun and a rocket launcher. Right? He's equipped with a rocket launcher and a Gatling gun, which Nemesis looks great, but it's like, you look at his shoes, and it's like, it looks like they're elevator shoes, so it's like, what the fuck was up with that? So after that, our characters are, they find the girl Angie at school, where some of our survivors get killed by kids and the dogs, right? Which is a great scene where you get to see Nikolai act like a badass and save Jill and Angie from, like, zombie dogs and other zombies, and then while he's trying to introduce himself to, like, Jill Valentine, who's hot as fuck in this movie, he gets attacked by a dog, and he's like, go on, save the girl, I'll handle this bitch. Right? And he gets killed by zombie dogs, and it's like, what the fuck, man? He was such a badass. I've never seen a fucking movie where you show off a character act like a badass, and he have a badass moment, and immediately get fucking wrecked the next fucking second, man. It's like, what the fuck? It's like people say 0 to 60. This was 60 to fucking 0, man. Oh my god. Right, so, like, after that, Alice and her group of survivors get told to steal a helicopter from Umbrella to escape Raccoon City, right? Because the Raccoon City is going to be destroyed by a nuke by daybreak, right? So they do that, and there's, like, a trap led by Major Kane, where he captures our characters and forces Alice to have a fucking fist fight with Nemesis, who turns out to be the cock character from the last film who got infected right from the liquor when his shoulder got clawed up by a liquor, right? How is my character still alive? Everybody else is dead. Oh my god. Right. And you have this really stupid fist fight between Alice and Nemesis, right? Where, like, she wins, by the way, with help from Major Kane, because he gives her, like, batons, right? Which, if I was Nemesis, I would have been like, dude, what the fuck? She like, wins the fight, and, but doesn't want to kill Nemesis, because Nemesis was Jack or Max, whatever his fucking character was. The guy from the Crow Salvation, right? The third Crow movie, which, probably the worst one, but, like, who knows with the new Crow remake, if it ever comes out. So, like, she gets ordered to kill Nemesis. Nemesis, after seeing Alice not kill him, decides to turn heel or whatever, reverse heel, and fights Major Kane and destroys a helicopter, right, with his rocket launcher. But like it gets killed by said fucking helicopter when it crashed right into it. That was like what the fuck? How do you shoot down a helicopter with a rocket launcher and it just falls, it falls out, it comes crashing from the sky right at the source of where it was shot down. It's like the helicopter pilot was already dead. It's like, how the fuck would that happen? Wouldn't have fallen straight down or something? The fucking helicopter gets shot down and it makes a beeline for the person who shot it. It's like, what the fuck? When the pilot was already dead, like, right? So like, yeah, After that, our characters escape. They leave Thomas Kretschmann behind, and he finds a pistol. Shoots at the zombies, and when the zombies are about to get him, tries to shoot himself in the head, but the gun's empty. Which is like that. That's actually a great scene, by the way. That was a great scene, right? And the movie drags on. The ending for this film fucking drags on. This movie was like what, it's not saying on Bing how long the movie was. I think it was like an hour and 40 something minutes. I could be wrong. The movie felt like fucking 2 hours, man. The movie felt too fucking long. They do the fucking thing where they set up for the next movie. She gets there's a helicopter crash. She gets captured by Iain Glen's group. Umbrella does a cover up of what happened in Raccoon City. The other survivors would rescue Alice, and the movie ends, right? They're setting up for the third film, which I honestly, I will say this, after this film, the series goes to shit. I thought this movie was probably the best one, because after the third one, it's post-apocalypse. So I don't know what the fuck were they thinking with that, when like the games were never post-apocalypse, right? So it's like it becomes like a completely different fucking, like, it becomes Resident Evil in name only. This movie, though, you had the fucking bad wooden acting in the movie, even from like awesome actors like Jared fucking Harris, who, like, I think he tried to act in this film, but like the fucking script was just fucking terrible, right? The action was straight up like ripping off Matrix, but like with not as much CGI, though there was CGI in the movie. Overall, I think if you're a Resident Evil fan, this movie does have its moments. This is probably my favorite Resident Evil movie that they put out, right? And though like they didn't, when the fuck did they introduce Wesker? Because I thought Wesker was gonna show up in this movie, but Wesker doesn't show up. Overall, I thought the movie was decent, and I would probably give it 6 out of 10. I think of all the Resident Evil movies, this is the best one, and the only one besides from the first movie that I would recommend for Resident Evil fans. But if you're not a Resident Evil fan, I don't know. I think this movie is one of those movies where it's kind of a good bad film, where it's bad, but there's like funny shit in the movie you can laugh at. Like how bad the fucking movie gets. Like, that fucking fist fight with Nemesis, man. It's like, what the fuck? So, it was so fucking goofy. Yeah, so that's it for this